What is going on, guys? It is Sniper EVO25 back here again doing another video, and today, guys, we're here on Destiny. Not any gameplay, not anything really big, but the only something has really big happened in Destiny. The patch 2.5.0.2 has just released. It released yesterday, the 14th of February, so it is a new meta is coming out, boys. I want to make a separate video on all of that, say what's going on and what the new meta is and all that. But for this video, as you can see, I have all 400 characters. A 400 light hunter, a 400 light titan, and a 400 light warlock. So I'm going to go through in this video and show you all my characters, my setups for them, what my weapons are for Crucible, and then for the Vanguard Sharks and PvE. So let's go on and get into it. Okay, so we're gonna go from my most used character to my least used character. So, my main character and my most used character is by far my Titan. I use him for everything. Starting in year 2, I mained Hunter through year 1 Destiny, then year 2 and year 3 came along, and I've been nothing but a Titan. So, starting off, I'm gonna show you just some of the PvE weapons, and then I'm gonna go into the Crucible setup. So, PvE, the two main things I use in PvE is the Defender and the Sunbreaker setup. My Defender setup is still the same as my setup that I went into with when Rise of Iron was coming out. If you don't know what that is, you can check out that video. But I mean, the only thing that really changes, I may switch the grenades around every once in a while, and like I said, weapons and blessings. Same for my Sunbreaker Titan. Everything's still the same again. I just switch grenades up when I need to. But other than that, but for the weapons, my newest weapon that I like to use in PvE is my Imago Loop. This is the closest to a Fatebringer I have. It came with a roll of Quick Draw IS, which is my favorite sight, on a hand cannon. Partial Refund, which will have a chance to return some of the ammo to the magazine after I earn an assist. Race Frame, so I get that extra stability, because I don't like using this in Crucible. A lot of people, if I do use the Crucible, I run Extended Mag just for a little extra more shots. And if I do anything, you'll fall, and I have that if I want to. And then finally we have Firefly, which makes it the only closest thing I have to a Firefly, Fatebringer. The next primer I like to use in PvE is my Does Not Bow auto rifle. This is the 10x Strike exclusive auto rifle. It came with the Red Dot ORS 1 sight, Spray and Play, which is by far one of my favorite perks in the game. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it just due to the fact that if it's a boss fight, I can run the whole mag and then just get the next mag in there as quick as possible. I run Handlight Stock for extra support, and Icarus really, bonus accuracy while airborne. I mean, it's good, I guess, if I'm running for if I'm doing a la cool, I'm jumping in the air trying to keep away from him slamming his axe on me. I guess I could spray him, but I mean, other than that, it's really kind of a useless perk. And every once in a while, I'll use my Mida or my my Monte Carlo. But I mean, other than that, it's really it. For my secondaries, for PvE, if I need a sniper rifle, I'll run in my opinion, my God Roll 1000 yard stare, which comes with my favorite scope, which is Ambush. It is Solar Burn. It has triple tap for landing them 3 crits, and then having that 1 extra round in the chamber, which is lovely. Armor piercing round just for that little bit extra damage that it gives, and then Outlaw, just once I get a headshot, I pretty much slide a hand. Next, every once in a while, I actually got this from Engram Saturday, and I've just been playing around with it, which is the Plan C. I may start using the Plan C more. I may keep it, because I may put it on a character that doesn't have an arc secondary. I mean, the Plan C is fun to use, don't get me wrong. And if you're wondering why I have the Queen's Fusion and the hand cannon, it's because me and Kyle and our other friend Brittany, we were doing Skolos. We ran Kyle through Skolos for the first time, so that's what I got from it. And finally, for heavies for PvE, we have the almighty Yellowhorn, which is just self-explanatory. And then I need to make this 400 when I have a chance to do it. My Raise Lighter. Now, for my armor really doesn't change for me for PvE and PvP. It's still the same. I mean, I may change chest pieces if I have it, but other than that, it never changes. So we have the Iron Breed Great Helmet. To me, it looks like a Spartan helmet from Halo. We have the Kama class, sorry if I can't pronounce these gauntlets, from the Raid. The Armamentarium, which is by far my favorite chest piece in the, for Titans, just because you get that double nade. It helps out a lot. Then we have the Contemplast Greaves, which are the Raid boots. The Idolus of Iron, which I also have the ornament on, which is the Iron Book armor. And then for my artifact, I run Jolter. And then if you're wondering what my shaders, I'm running the Queen's Robe shader. My main shader, though, is the Super Blacks. I like the full black Titan. just look, I mean, looks badass as hell. So, now for my PvP setup, go on and switch over to this. Depending on what the meta was, my main primary is the minor multi-tool. I love running the minor, especially on my Titan. My main primary for each character changes. As a Titan, I love running the minor multi-tool, and as you can see, I also have the Spec Ops ornament on it. I do apologize if you can hear my dog in the background. He's barking at something. And then when I want to run an auto rifle, I like to run my Monte Carlo. It's not by far not the hardest hitting auto rifle, but it's such a fast firing rate. It's not like Doctrine of Passing, but it's also not like a Service Regime. It has enough impact to not have to empty a whole mag into someone as long as you hit crits, and it's very, very accurate. I love it, and I have my favorite two colors, my Supremacy, and because as you all know, my favorite color is red and black. And then next we have, if I don't want to run an exotic primary, I run my Hopscotch Pilgrim, which I believe in the patch note it said that the slower fire, hard-hitting pulse rifles are going to be a big thing now. I'm going to be bringing a video of the Hopscotch Pilgrim and bringing some gameplay of it and testing it out. And with this, it came with Red Dot Oasis, not my personal choice, but the only reason I'm running it is because it gives me the max stability. Hit Seeker, body shots increase the precision damage for a short time. I run Brace Frame for the extra for the max stability, and then Full Auto, which Full Auto just helps everything. And then I mainly snipe in Crucible with the meta and stuff that's going on. I've had to put the sniper away for a while and use the Matador 64 just due to the fact that everyone is using shotguns. Mine kit dropped at Arc. I have Smooth Ballistics, Full Auto, Hammer Forge for the extra range, and Crowd Control. Pretty much a god roll. And then for Crucible, I run my Baron's Admonition, which is the what's that strike's name? It's the giant shank. I forget, the Saber Strike. Sorry, the Saber Strike exclusive weapon, which dropped Void with Void has Accurat's Ballistics, Hip Fire, Small Bore, and Army of One. Not a bad roll for an LMG, but I like hard hitting, slow firing LMGs. So that's pretty much my Titan setup. So now, on to the next character. Into the second character, which is my Hunter. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, back in year 1 with Crota and the House of Wolves DLC, and even the main storyline, I mained a Hunter. Hunter was my go-to character. It was just, to me, Hunter was master. And then I got to the Titan. The only reason I switched to the Titan from the Hunter, because I heard the Titan was getting hammered, and I had to find how good these were for myself. So, that's why I went to Titan. But anyway, let's get into my 400 Light Hunter. Again, I'm not going to really go over the supers because I already said it in the other video, which they have not really changed. For PvE, I run the Night Stalker, again, switch grenades and stuff like that. I run Night Stalker and Gold. That's pretty much the only thing I really run, unless it's a burn and I'm running character. For Crucible, I switch between Blade Dancer and Gunslinger from time to time. Now let's get into my my PvE weapons. So starting off, I have yet to upgrade this yet. It is my new Shadow Price, which is a year 1 auto rifle. Excuse me. Back from year 1, which was, I never got one in year 1, sadly, but then I got one in year 2, and towards the end of year 2, and I liked it. I didn't have a really good roll, but I finally got a decent roll here. So it has Red Dot ORS1, which I'll probably run that more than likely. Actually, yeah, I'll probably run that just because it gives me the most stability. Hip Fire, which isn't the worst perk. I mean, you can jump, like I said, you jump up and down and just spray people. We have Hand Laid Stock, Injection Mold, and Armor Piercing Arms. I'll probably go with Injection Mold for the boost stability, and then we have Counterbalance, which will give us more stability with this rifle. Next, and if I want to run an exotic weapon for a primary, I will run the Ace of Spades Hand Cannon. This, I go back and forth between PvE and PvP. I mean, it's such a solid weapon for everything. Automatically comes with Third Eye, which is amazing. It has Steady Eye. It has Steady Hand IS. Firefly. Perfect Balance, again. I switch, I don't like, a lot of people say range is key for hand cannons, but I just don't like how hand cannons recoil patterns are. So I would rather have more stability than range, because I'm always rushing and getting up close to people with hand cannons. That's just how I play. So I run Perfect Balance over Armor Piercing, High Caliber Rounds, and Reinforced Barrel. And then finally, its exotic perk, which is called Maverick. Precision kills move 1 round from the ammo reserve into the magazine. Again, this actually is a good thing and a bad thing. If you're running PvE, It could be bad because you're shoot and throw, or any low level enemy that can get a one-shot headshot. You can run out of ammo very good depending on how good of a shot you are. But in the Crucible, headshot, you're automatically reloading. You don't have to reload. You can keep playing aggressive. You keep running around the map. So, and you also have 10 in the magazine. And for going to our secondaries, we have the Stolen Will shotgun, which I run if it is Void Burn. We have Accurized Ballistics, which I'm actually probably going to keep just because it gives me the most range. We have Rescue Mag, which chance to refill this weapon magazine when critically wounded. Which that is why I like to run it during Void strikes, because if it's Void, more than likely you're going to be going up against Taken or the Vex. So you're getting hit with Void a lot. You're able to just whip out the shotgun, shoot it, and almost have a chance to refill the whole mag. And then we have Lightweight, Oiled Frame, and Headlight Stock. My choice, I'm probably going to go Lightweight just because the other two down the range, which I don't want at all. Next, my main sniper for everything, for Crucible and for PvE, my Longbow Synthesis. This is the closest to a god roll I have. It dropped at Solar Burn for me. Short Gaze, SLH-10 sight, Last Resort, which I like when I run in Trials or Elimination. I'm able to get that little bit of extra handling and reload speed. Helps out quite a bit. Handling Stock, again, explosive rounds really, to me, on a sniper rifle is useless, and small bore, it's a sniper rifle. You don't need range on a sniper rifle, so handling Stock just boost up that stability a little bit more, and then again, spray and play, like I said, with my Titan, one of my favorite perks. Bang, 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 bang. You're able to reload really fast, get another 4 shots off. And then, finally, we have my Zombie Apocalypse, which this is what I use for both PvE and PvP. It dropped at Arc Burn for me. I run Smooth Ballistics, Guerrilla Fighter, Brace Frame, again, more stability over speed reload and armor piercing rounds. And Persistence is all about the stability with the low fire, with a hard impact LMGs. And then we have the Gallahorn, just in case we need a Gallahorn for anything. Same with the Truth. Again, I put Truth on for Void Burn, that's why I have these two. Now let's go into our armor. We have the Exhalation Mask, the Days of Irongrass, which are from the book. As you can see, I have the ornament on them. The ATS-8 Tarantella, which is the only reason I got 400. And then finally we have the Iron Saga boots, which I got from playing Iron Banner last time. And then we have the Iron Saga cloak. And the artifact I run is the Memory of Skewer. Now for my PvP setup, we run the Last Word hand cannon, which, like I said, it varies for what character I play as. Hunters, I can't play with a hand cannon really on my Titan or my Warlock. It's just hand cannons with Hunters. I don't know what it is. So I run my Last Word on my Hunter. If I don't run that, I'll run the Ace of Spades. And again, with the meta that was going on, I have my Clever Dragon with me if I got to the point of being mad. With the Red Dot, Iron Red Dot, Brace Frame, Casket Mag, and Outlaw. But I'm really glad that this update nerfed this gun. It needed it very, very badly. So, over here, again, longbow if I want to snipe. But with the meta going on that it was, I had my 202 to the Morgue, which dropped with Arc Burn for me. So with Smooth Ballistics, Crowd Control, Quick Draw, so I was able, if I wasn't running Blade Dancer, I could get it out very quickly and start shooting. And final round. And then for when I'm running Crucible, I tend to run the Zombie Apocalypse, just because I don't like running. If I run out Rocket Launcher, it's going to be Truth, because that's the only thing I got. Yeah, that's about it. So, on to the third and final character. Alright guys, we made it to my third and final character, which is also my least played character out of the bunch, my 400 Warlock. So let's take a look and see what we got going on. Starting off, again, Voidwalker for PvP, Sunsinger, and Stormcaller for PvE. Starting off with the PvE setup, I run this primary for everything, literally everything. Running Crucible, I got it going. PvE, it got it going. It's just, the Warlock is such a good scout rifle, it's ridiculous. So, it's automatic perk. It came with Grenadier, which I like because the Warlock by far has the most overpowered melee and grenades. It came with Smooth Ballistics, Eye of the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate when your health gets lower. injection mode, so as you can see, the stats are almost completely equal, and it's exotic perk, Overflow. This weapon has a better handling, rate of fire, and stability while the wielder super is charged. So if you're running Sunsinger during a raid or PvE or whatever, PvP or whatever you're doing, it's gonna go from bang, bang to bang, 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 almost a freaking auto rifle. It's ridiculous. If you have ever shot the NX Shadow Claw, I think NX Shadow, I think that's what it's called, Scout Rifle in Destiny, then it's pretty much that. Maybe a little bit slower or a little bit faster, depending on how fast you can pull the trigger. I have these other two. I really just haven't gotten rid of this because I never used no Lambion. And then this was my used to be my go-to Crucible, my Grasp of Warlock, but I don't use it anymore. For my sniper on this character, I use this for PvE and PvP when I want to snipe. Is the Suspicion? I think that's 8, I believe. I don't know. I probably can't. I can't read normal numbers, so I don't know. VII. I don't know. It dropped that arc for me. I run the Longview SLR 10 scope, which is the closest to short gaze I can. Snapshot for that, you know, if I want to try to quickscope someone, I can, or if I'm just messing around. Triple tap for them boss fights, and unflinching, so it's really good for Crucible. So if I'm got a sniper up, if I get hit by a scout rifle or something, I'm not gonna flinch as much. And then finally, the heavy that I use for everything, because the only heavy I have on this, the Sound and Fury. It dropped that arc burn for me. This is the Raid rocket launcher. Its special perk that automatically comes with it is the Whirlwind's Curse. This weapon does bonus damage against fallen, bonus agility when weapon is equipped. That's very good. I run Warhead, Awareness, Spray and Play. Love that perk so much. Javelin, to get that rocket across the battlefield fast enough, a little bit faster, and wait for it. This is kind of like Clown Cartridge. When you're reloading this weapon, if you have, it's 3 in the mag normally, but if you have 4 rockets, and you're completely out of ammo, there will be 4 in the magazine, so it's a pretty good perk. And then we go over to my armor. We have the Days of Iron Crown. I can't even pronounce that. It's the PlayStation Strikes, the PlayStation exclusive strike arms. The Starfire Protocols, which gain an additional fusion nade. I just put it on because because you can tell I don't have anything to infuse it with, so I'm just running that for now. Iron Saga Steps, the Iron Saga Bond, and I have the Clevance's Choice. Really nothing special there. And the really thing I only change when I play Crucible on this character is my secondary and my super. Secondary, again, with the meta that was going on, I have the Year 2 Iron Banner shotgun, the Darius Retort. I don't even know. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that. It dropped at Solar Burn for me with Linear and Compensator, Army of One, Rifled Barrel, and Final Round. This shotgun is by far, out of the 3 shotguns that I run for Crucible on all 3 of my characters, this is by far my favorite shotgun, and it's on my least favorite character to play as. My least played character. So that is all my characters in Destiny, all max level, my setup for PvE and PvP. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, slap the like button in the face, make it hurt. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I make Destiny videos, Call of Duty, GTA 5, and Battlefield, and maybe some other videos depending on what games I feel like playing. But those are the main games. So, thank you guys for watching the video. And as always, peace out, and I'll see you all in the future. Bye, guys.